Let's first talk about money. First question I would like to bring out into the open today is just to ask everybody, do you have control of your money? Do you have the knowledge and ability to move your money quickly if you have to or need to? Or do you have to call someone who really has control? Owning, managing, and controlling a Karatbars account gives you immediate control and access to your money through the convenience of the internet. There's three primary reasons that people use Karatbars' system. And the first reason is obvious. They want to protect money from inflation. More about that later. And use their account to create a hedge. You heard Robert Kiyosaki talking about how savers are losers in today's economy with the rules to money. Savers are losers because they're paying very, very low interest rates below the inflation rate. So with Karatbars, you are creating that hedge. The paper currency that you exchange into gold money, that paper currency is going to go down in purchasing power. We know that. And if and when inflation goes up, so can your account balance with Karatbars because you're leveraged to gold prices, not inflation. Second reason people like to create an account and use the system is the business center profit potential is immense. How would you like to give people access to an online portable cash to gold, literally an ATM machine almost anywhere in the world and get paid up to 6% every time someone uses it? Third reason people set up a Karatbars account and use the system is both to protect their money and to create another stream of income. And the reason they're doing that at unprecedented levels is this ticking time bomb. And I have to get into this today. I'm gonna give you guys some insider information. I knew our Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke here in the United States was going to speak twice on Thursday. I attended both of those and took very meticulous notes and even did some further research afterwards. And I'm going to show you some slides that are going to blow your mind here. Now, for the first time, our Fed chairman in a press conference basically showed us the cards. We know what they're going to do before they do it. So now all we have to do is to be proactive and position our money, and it'll multiply. So the number of people dependent on the U.S. government for income support and assistance, first time in the history of the United States, this group is greater than the number of people that are paying taxes and working. Who's going to pay the debt that we're running up? Well, the first time in the history of our country, as I said, we have more people receiving entitlements than there are people working and paying into the system via taxes. There's more going out than going in. Now get this. The demographic age, 25 to 35 years old, and a lot of you have kids in that range. I do myself. The ones that are married, working, and paying taxes are averaging less than one child per couple. That's not good for future people that we're going to need to pay taxes to keep our country solvent. Now get this, same demographic, age 25 to 35, that are not working, that are receiving entitlements, are having babies at record levels. Why? Why are they doing it? Well, because they now know that they can not work, stay home, watch Jerry Springer, and receive an income tax credit from the government, receive food stamps, Medicare, unemployment compensation, the list goes on and on and on. And I have heard from several people that I respect that have come to the conclusion that there's no possible mathematical way to solve this mess. All I know is that the future will not be a good one for the people that are unprepared, uninformed, as well as the people that are helplessly dependent on the government for survival. The tipping point is when the working, tax-paying American group gets trumped, or this group, the entitlement recipient group, is bigger than this group. Now, this group is somewhere in the income quadrant. This is Robert Kiyosaki, and we played a little piece of his going into this training today. But he's the one that came up with this income quadrant, and we refer to it all the time because it's awesome. So the working, tax-paying American they're either in one of these four groups, okay? Now the entitlement, that's another income quadrant. We didn't even think about that. Now there's another income quadrant, and that's the entitlement quadrant. Now, Thursday, 12/12/12. Here we go, the U.S. Federal Reserve. They not only announced another open-ended, unlimited quantitative easing round 4 with $85 billion per month in new money going to be printed out of thin air. Their goal is to add 30% to the money supply. And as we know, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So knowing this, we know that this is effective immediately. And they reserved through 2015. So basically 13, 14, and 15, 3 years. Now, we know that this has been the 4th consecutive year of 0 to 2.25% interest rates. They're in place for an unprecedented 5th year in a row. And they're committing to $85 billion a month, or $1.1 trillion in new debt. How are they going to pay for that? Well, here's the thing. 90% of the USA bonds and the paper derivatives that they're now being bought by our U.S. government, where before they were being bought by China, Brazil, Japan, and the oil cartels that were our creditors, as well as the Federal Reserve, used to buy these paper derivatives. They don't do it anymore. Why? Because they know it's not a good risk. So the USA, the Federal Reserve basically, is stepping in and creating these debt instrument vehicles through the Treasury, and guess who buys them? Our government, to monetize their own debt. Oh my goodness. So the plan, and it was laid out, we know that they're going to commit to increasing their balance sheet of assets, 30%. That means they're going to buy property, guys. And they're going to increase the money supply by 30%. Both of these have never been done, ever, by any government. They're going to add 30% to the size and scope of the government by buying more property. And guess what? They're also going to need to hire more government employees to manage these assets. The term, they're going to remain in place until the unemployment rate is 6% or lower. Well, good luck with that one. It's just a way to turn the spigot on and leave it on. And they have changed their accounting methods from a date-based or time-based to performance-based. That's important, guys. They've never done that before. Well, this is going to keep creating money out of thin air, loaning it to our government like an open spigot. Change in policy terms and conditions here, guys. Before it was timed to a time or a date. Now, going forward, we're tying the money printing to market conditions. So as long as things are crummy, they're just going to leave the spigot on. Now, quotes from the news conference in the afternoon. He said that the short-term objective for this policy change and all these additions to the policy is to stimulate growth. Okay, well, that's good. That's what we need. Well, long-term is less well known in regards to consequences they may create. Are you kidding me? They don't know what's going to happen. And when asked, how does the fiscal cliff factor into his comments, our Federal Reserve Chairman said the fiscal cliff increases risk factor for everything. The Fed's forward guidance report assumes a resolution and plan is passed into law before the year. As bad as this plan is that I just showed you guys, this is assuming they're going to pass and we're not going to go over the fiscal cliff. He said if we do go over the cliff, even a short time, could be serious in its consequences, and if it happens, the Fed will intervene if and when needed. If we go over the cliff, we expect to take even more action. What that really says, we're going to print even more money and loan it to the government. This is the one that really got me. I have never heard him say anything even remotely close to this. He said, we don't want to scare people. Oh my goodness. What he said really said, reading between the lines, at least according to my interpretation, if we told you how bad things really were, it would trigger action that we don't want to happen. So we're going to keep sugarcoating everything and use words that people really don't understand. Oh, great. Well, how can the inflation rate be 2%, one reporter asked him. Mr. Bernanke's answer was interesting. He said there's two accounting methods used to measure inflation here at the government, and the government, decide which one to use, and that they are using the best method. He said that they're not overly concerned about inflation at this time because it's still very low. He then quickly changed the subject. Well, they use the CPI index, which does not include food or energy, like gas and heating a home. And they can't even think about using the real 11% inflation rate when you do include food and energy. I don't know about anybody here on this call, but you got to eat and you got to heat your home and put gas in your car. So to not include it is just crazy. You've got to include it. It's 11%, maybe even a little bit higher. And if they did include it, they would have to adjust the entitlement payments. They're all tied to inflation. Don't you see what these people are doing? No money to pay for these increases or to show it the way it really is unless they borrow it. So they're just going to continue to manipulate. All right, what's all this mean, Joe? How does this affect us? I'm here at a Carrot Bar's training webinar. Why are you showing? Well, this all factors in to what we're doing, because I've heard from several people that I respect. There's no possible mathematical way to solve this mess. They're going to keep printing money. All I know is that the future is going to be not good for people that don't pay attention. But for us, those of you, congratulations. Now you know what's going to happen. Adding 30% to the money supply will cause more currency devaluation, inflation, higher prices for everything, especially gold. The budget that cannot be balanced. If you have not watched this YouTube video, I'm just going to take the time. Write this, just write down u2.be/EA0 CKV capital G small AZKL. Watch that after this webinar. This is done by Hal Mason. He's a retired accountant. He takes their fiscal budget and he will show you from a layman's, it's only 5 or 6 minutes long, why the budget cannot be balanced ever. It's impossible from a very credible licensed professional. So let's talk a little bit about the history of money, and then we're going to get into the training. Gold was money for thousands of years. Gold was taken off the backing all paper derivatives. Paper money was created as a gold substitute. Paper money could be redeemed for gold. Well, 1951, that's when digital money was created. Thanks to Big Boomer for the tidbits on that. But in 1971, paper money actually decoupled from gold. And paper money backed by a promise only. So historically, here's what happens when countries do this. And guys, we got 100% batting average. Dozens of currency have gone to zero in value since World War II. Just ask our German counterparts. They've gone through 3 currencies in the last century. They'll tell you. The advent of the internet and paper money equals digital money. That's how they created digital. It was pretty much the advent of the internet. So we're telling people to follow the financial advice of Mike Baloney because it's sound. And Robert Kiyosaki, and anybody that knows what they're talking about is talking about this. And that is, there's brief moments in history when the safe haven asset becomes the asset class with the single most potential for appreciation and gains in purchasing power. This is one of those times. Exchange paper money into gold money and do it now. And if you do it now, you'll be able to buy more stuff later with the same units of currency. Stay in paper money and you'll buy less stuff in the future. It's that simple. Getting out of paper currency, exchanging it for real money, sound money, in smaller, affordable, transaction-friendly weights with complete liquidity available at all times, it does make great sense. So with inflation, the government says the core inflation rate's 2%. We know that's bogus. The real inflation rate's 11%, including food and energy. And here's how it affects us. A lot of people don't recognize or realize this. All they know is their money's just not going as far as it used to. Well, here's why. If inflation's 11%, which it is, you're actually losing $110 U.S. for every $1,000 U.S. that you have. Everything coupled to paper money is affected. Nothing escapes. That includes your income. That includes your home, your portfolio, your car, every single thing that you use digital or paper money to buy or keep it in. So let's just say your income is $1,000 a month. That means you're really getting $890. Let's say your income's at $3,000 a month. That means you're really getting $2,670 in spendable money. You see how this works? So if you're in the E or the S quadrant, let me show you how this affects you. If you're an employee, that means your employer would have had to have given you 11% pay raise just to break even. If you're in the S quadrant, you're a doctor, you're a chiropractor, you're a dentist, you're whatever. You're charging people by the hour. You'd have to raise your rates 11% just to break even. Well, most people didn't do that. And the B and the I sector, business owners and investors, they just simply move their money. That's all. They just position it ahead of the trend, and the trend makes money for them. That's called leverage. You are what your record says you are. You can't argue with facts and data and math. Gold has outperformed every single asset class going clear back 43 years with an average annual return of 11.3%. It's outperformed the stock market, silver, anything else you want to throw up against it. So 11%. So it gets even more interesting. What this means is that if you leave your money in paper assets, you leave your assets in paper money, you're going to lose 11%. Or it's going to take 11% more paper dollars to buy that asset with at the end of the year. You exchange that same unit of currency into gold or carat bars specifically, you're going to gain 11%. That's what happened in 2012. That's 22% spread. What that means is that's a fifth of your money. What that means is if you have not taken any action, the people that are in carat bars, that were in carat bars, starting in January of 2012, this year that we're in right now, those of us that have exchanged paper money every month into carat bars, 1 gram at a time, we're 22% better off. Our money's 22% better off. We can buy 22% more things at the end of the year than all those people that left their money in paper derivatives. Again, do you want to buy more stuff in the future or less stuff in the future? It's as simple as that. We encourage everyone to create a free Carat Bars account. It's free, guys. F-R-E-E. The world's first private global gold currency exchange system where you can protect your money from the ravages of inflation. Everyone gets the following features and benefits with their free account. You're immediately plugged into the free system, which has a unilevel referral rewards program attached to it that's optional. You can exchange paper money into gold money. That's not optional. That's what the system enables you to do. You have monthly autosave programs. You have programs where you can exchange anytime you want to. Here's the biggie, guys. We offer the world's best price in our asset class of currency-grade gold. Did you hear that? You don't have to overpay for the privilege. You got the world's best price. For $999.9 currency-grade gold, LBMA stamped and certified London Good Delivery List, and those of us that have packages, that have purchased the optional dual package system, we have 3% discount cards that we can give away or even use ourselves and get 3% below spot price. Where else can you get spot price? Where else can you get 3% below spot price? I can tell you, nowhere, just Carat Bars. And included in our package also is 100 euro discount cards. That's 130 US dollars that you can give people that they can apply towards 10 different functions, 12 different purchase options. We can give a 100 euro discount or 130 US dollars. We can offer free storage or delivery in 53 countries with as little as 1 gram. We're the only company in the world that can deliver up to 1 gram of currency-grade gold to up to 53 countries. And if you choose to refer others who will use this system to protect their money, you're going to earn up to 6% every time it's used. The money is kept in escrow for you, paid out to you on your Carat Bars debit card on the 1st of each month. And in addition to that, there's a global bonus pool that pays you in cash and one pays you in gold. That's all free, all part of a free Karatbars account. Now, for people that want to really ramp up the earning power of their Karatbars system or position, own, manage, and control a fully funded gold business, Karatbars International is looking to establish new accounts and new outlets. If you're willing and able to aid, support, and assist the company in that endeavor, you may want to consider bolting on a optional dual system package to your free account. Why would you do that? Now you're asking me to spend money. Well, that's right, but it's optional. You don't have to. You can stay within the free system and never spend a penny, because every time you exchange paper money into gold money, you're not spending money. You're just exchanging bad money into good money, but you still own it, manage it, and control it just like you do if you put it into your local bank account. Okay? The optional dual system just enables you to acquire with a silver, gold, or VIP package one time, qualifies you for the life of your existence with this company. You're going to get what I call a fully completed business in a box. You're going to have everything you need to get started, classy brochures, you're going to have sample Karatbars, you're going to have everything you need, including the ability to earn up to $400 per sale. Someone else buys a package, you can make up to $400 plus up to $100 bonus in addition to the $400. And even in addition to that, you can receive up to 6% when they buy gold. And you can choose to work by yourself if you want to, and set up new accounts, set up business accounts, set up nonprofit accounts, all by yourself. Or you can interview and position a team and work together as a team and override gross sales volume that your team produces. That way you leverage the efforts and the income of others as opposed to your own self. So it's your choice. So you can also look forward to a landing page internet tool on steroids that our CEO has told us about, that is going to be coming here after the first of the year. I think in the 1st of February it's supposed to be available, and it's going to be free and part of a package. So it will be free for everyone that has already purchased a package, and when someone in the future purchases a package, it's part of that. No package, no internet system landing page, okay? Simple as that. Now, here's the thing about Karatbars, and it is a giant elephant of benefits. You simply give others access to it, and they're going to see, don't try to push one aspect over another. The system, the free account, that's a given. That's a basic. We all have it. Everyone will have it. It's all permanent and part of the system. But let them just look at the elephant for what it is. Because what we have found is everyone enjoys the system, the private, personal, password protected online currency exchange system. Everyone enjoys the free aspect. Everyone enjoys the fast, easy options where you can exchange anytime or monthly, or take delivery, or keep it in storage. All right, everyone knows, uses, appreciates, enjoys those options, okay? But others see other things in this that are quite fascinating. For instance, with the affiliate program, the referral rewards. Every time you give someone access to this, when they use it, commissions are paid. With the free system, it's paid, remember, monthly on the 1st. But with the dual system, paid weekly, okay? And others see the ability as an affiliate to work the business, to create income, showing this to car dealers, showing this to pawn shop owners, showing this to sports teams, showing this to sports stars or celebrities as an option to create a branded, customized Karatbar with their artwork on it, not ours. Now, imagine a car dealer giving away a gram of gold with their artwork, has their business name and phone number on it, to someone that just bought a brand new car as a Christmas bonus or as a whatever special promotion you want to run, okay? You think they're going to throw that away? Think people are going to throw a card with a dealer's name and phone number on it that has gold in it, real gold? Are you kidding? No way. They're going to keep it, and it's going to be a tremendous promotional tool for that entity. And all kinds of possibilities of the branding cards. Then we have others that want to get involved in Carrot Bars so they can go out and show this to companies as an alternative to their private retirement plans that are spiraling out of control, losing value like crazy. Why not offer this to their employees as a way to create a hedge against inflation? Believe me, businesses are open to it. And then you can also mention to the business owner that we have a K-Exchange system. Is your company in a position to accept Carrot Bars as payment for products and services? So our members can click on your website link and go in and buy your products and services with Carrot Bars instead of cash. And most are willing to do that because we can set them up for free too. And we have other additional products. We have retailing. Let's talk about retailing. Pawn shops, jewelry shops, people that want to sell on the internet, whatever, they can buy our Carrot Bars at spot, mark them up, and you keep the spread. Okay, that's retailing. That's a very small part, but it's an important. I framed it into this this slide as being a small component because in my eyes it is. That's not really where the money is. The money is in setting up locations, okay, and overriding them. So we can set up individual accounts, corporate accounts, guardian. If you have a guardian for a small baby, anyone under the age of 18, if they can find a guardian to do their KYC documents, they can have a Carrot Bars account too. Imagine a baby that the parents or the grandparents or the uncle or the rich aunt or whoever will commit to putting $1 a month in that baby's account. You know, by the time that baby is ready to go to college, he'll have a Harvard education paid for, a Mercedes-Benz to drive to class to, and cash left over on top of that. What a cool, painless way to create a paid-for college education. My nonprofit organizations, we are enrolling them at unprecedented levels. They're jumping on the bandwagon, using this as a way to raise money. Great way where no one has to spend money. They just go in and exchange, and every time they do, it's going to generate commissions that can be donated to the nonprofit. Also, private retirement accounts. Having your trusted licensed professional move retirement accounts into Carrot Bars can generate incredible returns and commissions. And the World ORM license, there's lots of different components, as there is to an elephant, a trunk, a tusk, an ear, all different parts, but it's all part of the same large species. And our large species, the Carrot Bars animal, has a lot of components to it as well. So it is a simple system. Simply give others access to it, and they will see from their eyes what they want to participate and use the system for. And the business model and the plan is a lot like real estate, and even the commissions are almost identical. With the broker in real estate, he can pay a fee, take a test, pass the test. He can go into business in the real estate industry and work by himself and do well if he hustles. Okay? And with Carrot Bars, same thing. You can enroll, work by yourself. All of those possibilities on the elephant, you can go and approach them by yourself and you can do really, really well. Okay? But also with the dual system, you can be a part of a team and get paid a lot more money for your efforts. And just like in real estate, a broker can interview and position a team of agents. So can we. A broker in real estate can create earnings from their sales activity. So can we. A broker in real estate can get paid more from the efforts of their agents. So can we. There's much, much more income potential with the dual system. So let's look at Robert Kiyosaki's income quadrant. And again, please do not get mad at me. I'm not the message. I'm just the messenger. You want to read about this? Get his book. Get his books. He's got a lot of them. I've read most of them. But according to Robert Kiyosaki, He took statistics from the IRS, Social Security Administration, and the AARP and rolled it all up into a conclusion that if you are in the B or the E, employee, or the S, self-employed income quadrants, you are subject to the following statistics. At age 65, 95% of the people that are employees or self-employed are either dead or dead broke at age 65. And dead broke means, the definition, is someone that even if they can pay their bills, they can't write a check for $500 or more after bills are paid. It has that extreme all the way down to the homeless street person, okay? So, well, homeless street person is an employee or a self-employed, but you get the drift. Here's the thing about the E and the S quadrant people. Statistically, they usually trust others for financial advice rather than taking personal responsibility for their own financial IQ. They trust others. And they don't have leverage. They're trading or exchanging their time for money. Here's the thing about the E and the S quadrant. When inflation becomes a problem like it is now, it can cause financial stress. And it only really works if wages rise along with inflation. We already talked about that. It only works if your job is maybe a hobby. In other words, you got a rich husband or something. Maybe you inherited a bunch of money. And you don't need the job or the income for survival. Okay, then it can work. But if you do need the income for survival, you got a big problem. And another characteristic of people in the E and the S quadrant, another contributing reason why they're dead or dead broke at age 65 is they don't track their spending. They don't know where their money goes. I'm after my kids all the time. Track your spending. Write it down in your daily planner and what it was used for. These people file a 1040 short form and are all fired up because they get a tax return in May, when they should be upset because what they did is they just gave an interest-free loan to the IRS for 14 months or more. It's crazy. All right, here's the deal, guys. The people in the B and the I quadrants, they have acquired a financial IQ. Statistically, they do believe profits are better than wages. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing things the way they're doing things. They have leverage, they have tax benefits, they have an income stream from their financial decisions. And here's the thing, they always track spending. That's right. And they always fill out a 1040 long form. Why? So they can take advantage of all the deductions. Why? So they can pay the legal minimum. I said legal minimum in taxes. Taking no chances. It's all legal because good information is never a disadvantage. Now, it gets even more interesting. People in the E and the S quadrants tend to use credit to buy things with that create monthly payments. Whereas people in the B and the I quadrants, they use credit to buy assets that create monthly cash flow. That's when others pay you. Not when you pay others. It's when others pay you. So using credit to buy assets that are going to create monthly cash flow, that's called good credit. There's good credit and bad credit. Got to understand the difference, okay? So here's we talked about leverage. Now here's two crazy extreme examples, I know, but it's good. They're good examples. The first is this girl. She's in the E quadrant. She has a job. She earns wages. She trades her time for money. She works 40 hours. She gets paid on 40 hours, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Because inflation is as high as it is, she's always short on money and doesn't understand why. 2 years ago, she said, I had more than enough money. Now I don't. What's going on here? Well, then you got Bill Gates. There's the poster boy for leverage. He's in the B and the I quadrants. He believes profits are better than wages. And this was 3 years ago, maybe less now. At that time, he had 70,000 people working for him. Working 40 hours a week, that's leverage. 2.8 million hours of leverage that he's getting paid on day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. No wonder he's so rich. He understands leverage. So let me ask you, are you familiar with online banking? Do you do online banking? I have for years now. It's awesome. It saves me time. It saves me gas money. Everything's right a mouse click away from you. So with Carrot Bars, pretty much the same thing. Exchange paper money into gold money. You're going to use your free online system to do that from the comfort of your home. Here's the product. It's an internet money exchange system, basically. That's really what we have. It's free always for every account. When it's used, 6% commission is paid. It's a cash to gold internet ATM machine. That's what I call it. It's a free cash management system. Private, personal, portable, online, convenient money management system that quickly and securely connects you to currency-grade gold. People are using it to protect money from inflation. With a few mouse clicks, you can easily exchange paper money or digital currency, either one, into currency-grade gold. It'll decouple you from banks, inflation, and interest rates. I want to repeat that. It will decouple your money from banks, inflation, and interest rates, and enable you to leverage gold prices. If inflation goes up, so will your account balance because you're leveraged to gold, not interest rates. Do you get it? Use any internet connection to access your account. Got many benefits, all for free. Now listen, the description ATM machine is metaphorical, of course. It's not to be confused with an actual physical ATM machine or gold dispensing kiosks that are popping up all over the world. Did you notice the word internet? Did you notice the word online? Okay, if you did, then you know it's not a physical ATM machine. All right, got to get that out of the way. And here's what you can get when you exchange paper money. Beautiful, classy, 999.9 pure fine currency grade gold. If your gold, coins, bars, and ingots don't have the 4 nines, don't have the LBMA certification stamp, if they don't have the London Good Delivery list, it's not currency grade gold. You're just fooling yourself. Currency grade gold is the only form of gold accepted as a debt settlement vehicle worldwide by banks and savings and loans and debt institutions. Our job as a Carrot Bars affiliate is simply show others what we have. Just show it to them, show them the system, show them the webinars, the recorded videos, the recorded calls. We have all kinds of tools. And open new accounts, open new outlets. Do it over and over and over again. You do the work once, you get paid over and over and over again. That's what residual income is. Okay, the market, who do you know that has a checking or a savings account? Well, they need a Carrot Bars account too. They just don't know it. Carrot Bars affiliates, viable business model that creates income for affiliates. Here's the system. Here's Carrot Bars corporate, and I'm just going to pretend that's the system. You take paper money, you move it in, and you take gold money out. You can use that to buy products and services from a K Exchange Center. K Exchange Center can then take those Carrot Bars and exchange them back into paper currency if they want. Same thing that we can do. Once we make the exchange, we have complete control, complete liquidity is available. It's an honest money system where there's no credit, nothing fiat, no fractional lending. Remember the elephant. What do you see in this elephant? What do you like? Do you like the fact that you can just set up an account and exchange your money? Or do you like the fact that you can refer others and get paid weekly and even on monthly? You can get paid up to 6% every time the system is used, or with the dual system with the options that it offers, we can get $100 bills at random. And we're paid every Friday. So whatever you see, hey, go for it, guys, because it's all available. At the end of the day, we're in the business of financial education. As you all know, we all are where we are financially because of decisions we have made in the past. So you're going to be in the future, either better or worse, based on decisions you make right now, even today. Here at Carrot Bars, we show people the very best way to preserve their money. And if you're brand new or just getting started, do you care about your money? Do you think others will? Absolutely they will. Just show this to them. Education plus skills plus units of work plus the law of average, you can't fail. Why? The education. Attending webinars, especially the Saturday training. That's where you're going to learn what to say and what to do. We're going to show you that here in the next few slides. We're going to expose you to videos. We're going to expose you to live webinars where you pick up the education and the vocabulary. Then the skills is just simply practice. Just deploying our simple 3-step system will give you the practice. The more you do it, the better you'll get. The units of work, 3 exposures or more a day to people that you think might care about their money. And we're going to show you how to do that. The law of average, it never changes. And when you deploy all 4, the law of average is going to do the sorting, and the system is going to do the work. Understand what income-producing activity is. It's all about showing it to people, guys. I mean, I don't know how to put it in any plainer language. Are you willing to do that? Those that are, and doing it the most frequently, consistently, are the ones making the money. The ones that are not, are not. It's as simple as that. So imagine yourself telling others, hey, Mary, how you doing? How's the wife? How's the husband? How's the dog? Whatever. Hey, you know what? I'm now, and I just took a new position, I'm now an account specialist for an international gold company. You know, I'm now an outlet coordinator for an international gold company. I'm now an outlet specialist. I'm now a headhunter. I'm now an outlet scout. These are words that all describe accurately what we do. Pick one you like, guys. My favorite is, and the reason it's bigger than the others, account specialist. You know, call your mom. She needs a Carrot Bars account. Mine has one. Does yours? Your dad, your sister, your brother. Anyone you know that has a checking, anyone that you love needs a Carrot Bars account. And you can tell them, I'm now an account specialist. I can set you up. Here's ways to strike an interest. And these are all recorded. You go to Carrot Bars intro and click on the little icon that says live event schedule and recorded webinars, and it'll take you where you can access all this training, guys. But we have 3 favorite approaches, and your job, if you're new, is to just memorize the question. Memorize the question and know where to send them after you get the yes, the question, which are yes-loaded questions. After they say yes, you need to know where to send them to get the information. So you don't have to be the message, just the messenger. So your job is to memorize the money questions, and there's 3 of them. The first one, hey, Bill, would you prefer a bank account backed by government or gold? Then just let them answer. If the answer is gold, say, well, I answered the same way, and I think you'll find this just as interesting as I did. Play the call. Just punch it into the phone, put it on speakerphone, or hand them the phone and let them listen. And the tool will dispense the information. After they're done, you know, what's your interest level on a scale of 1 to 10? Doesn't matter what number they give you. Say, all right, great. Now you need to go to Carrot Bars intro, and you'll get the rest of the story. You get all the details. And then just plant the seed. If you're like most people, you're going to have questions. How about if I get my senior partner, Dan Big Boomer Girolamo, or Lloyd Merrifield, or Kevin Brown, or Kelly Pope, or whoever. Get one of your senior partners in the bullpen. They're ready. They have uniform on, glove in hand, warmed up and ready to come in and close anytime you call them. Tragic mistakes, so many people, they make it over and over again. They leave that world-class, all-pro, highly paid professional in the bullpen sitting, and they go in and make the pitch to close them, and they blow it. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Use your senior partners. That's what we're here for, guys. Second approach. Hey, Bill, is the economy affecting your profession? Use this on people that you know are working. You getting paid what you're worth? They say no. Hey, do you have the ability to make $3,000 a week or more with what you're doing right now? Do you have the ability on a good week to make that kind of money? They'll probably say no. Well, hey, if I could show you how to do that from your home with a fully funded gold business, would you be willing to take a quick look? And just tell them, we don't need any money. It's free. It's all free. Just your time and attention if you want to take a look. And I always like to plant this seed too. You might be wondering, Bill, what's in it for me? Hey, I took a position. I'm an account specialist with this company now. And they pay me incredibly well to locate and establish new accounts and new outlets. There's a strong demand for gold. And we have the ability to offer the best form at the best price and to own and control the account and the gold from anywhere in the world in small, affordable, transaction-friendly ways. We're looking for new locations and new accounts and people to connect the supply to the demand. We need people to manage. You want to take a quick look, play the call, send them to Carrot Bar's intro. Now here's my favorite. I love this one. I'm using it all the time, and I think it's the best one because it gets the best results. Hey, Bill, Joe Norman here. Hey, I got a question for you. I'm going to just ask you a crazy question out of left field. Are you ready? Yeah, Joe, I'm ready. Okay, great. Would you have any use for, and pause, would you have any use for a private, personal, portable, use the 3 Ps, online cash-to-gold ATM machine? And then pause. And you'll hear an awkward 3 to 5 seconds of silence, and then they'll probably say, what? Bill, let me repeat it and a little slower. Would you have any use for, all right, that marinates and registers, a private, personal, portable, and then pause. That'll register. Online, so he knows it's internet, cash-to-gold ATM machine. Or would you know anybody that would? It implies that we're giving one away. And we are, for free. Do you know anyone that might be interested in an opportunity to place an unlimited supply of these almost anywhere in the world and get paid up to 6% every time someone uses it? As I told you, I'm an account specialist with this company now, and they pay me well to locate and establish blah, blah, blah. You just read the rest of it, the rest of the script. Play the call, which you'll notice has a little different access code, a little different angle, and send them to Carrot Bar's intro. It works. Are you willing to do 3 units of work a day or more? If you are, you can't fail. At the end of 30 days, you'll have 90 contacts. And you're going to get people along the way that are going to do it for different reasons. Remember the elephant? All right, well, here's Grandpa, and he's got little Johnny he loves dearly. He's his pet grandchild. And I want to set him up with a Carrot Bar's account and put 2 grams a month. Not 1, 2, because I can afford it. And that's only reason he wants to do it. He doesn't want to refer anybody. He does. Hey, that's great. Every time he does that, 6% paid. Cha-ching, your cash register is going to ring. Why? Because you referred him. Was Grandpa interested in working the business? No. He was interested in loving his grandson. That's why he did it. And then you got prospect B, Mary down there. She's showing the deal to 2 people right now. Look at her. She got in because, yeah, she's got money. She wants to protect it. That's a no-brainer. But she also wants to make money. She's showing this. She got a package, too. And if Will on the right and Tom on the left enroll and they do what she did with the VIP, she's going to make $400. Plus maybe another 100. For each one, that's $1,000 right there. Just from one day's work right there. Okay? That's why she enrolled. Okay? And she got the VIP package, but you can also get started at the silver, but you've got to turn that income, that weekly big money income stream on. You got to get a package only one time. Okay? And it turns it on. And here's the cost. Here's the commission. And here's the cycle possibility. So you can make up to $500 plus. It's actually possible, guys, to get paid 3 times. Not once, not twice, 3 times. I'm not saying it's going to happen every time, because it's not, flat out. But it will happen some. Happened to me quite a lot, I must say. And it is a mind blower every time it happens. So it's simple, guys. 3 things. Strike an interest. We gave you the questions. Get the information to the prospect. We gave you the tools. Follow up with the appointment. We're giving you the senior partners. Show them a carrot bar. If you don't have any on hand, no product. If you're out of product, you're really out of business. Get some carrot bars. Carry them everywhere you go. I do. Show them to people. Because if you do, they're going to want to know more. Strike an interest, present, follow up. Plan, do, review. Make your plans, do your plans, and then review your plans with a senior partner. Make the adjustments and get back in the mix. Get back in the game. Plan, do, review. Guys, finally we have an opportunity where no one can get hurt. We got a company that's not going to nickel and dime their members with enrollment fees, website fees, annual renewal fees, or auto ship requirements, okay? Carrot Bar's international business model has a certain uniqueness. No one is actually spending any money. When you exchange paper money, bad money. Why is it bad? Because it's going down in value and purchasing power. You take that into your online personal, private, portable cash management system and exchange it for carrot bars, good money, 6% commissions paid. And you're going to protect that money from inflation. Go to Carrot Bar's pay plan if you want the details. So everyone's going to get a free account, no fees, savings account where you can exchange paper money into gold money, leverage your gold prices, monthly plans or exchange anytime, great hedge. Get started slowly, make a little extra money with our unilevel system, and protect your money. Bolt on the dual system, and you're going to get started fast and make a whole lot more money. It's not a gold-backed system. It is gold. It's the real thing in currency grade, smaller, more affordable, flexible, transaction-friendly weights, free storage, and delivery is available. And don't forget the bolt-on dual system, which gives you 7 instead of just a few streams of income. It gives you 7 streams of income. Warning, warning, warning. Remember that robot on Lost in Space, you baby boomers? Warning, warning, warning. Failure to deploy the following tactical plan will cost you money. Not can, not should, flat out will cost you money. Unless you create a Carrot Bar's account, you're going to be at risk. Unless you get KYC approved as soon as possible, you are at risk. Unless you use our system to exchange some paper money into gold money, those that did this in 2012, remember I showed you the numbers, they're 22% better off than those that kept their money in paper derivatives. Now, remember when I showed you what Ben Bernanke announced? He said we're going to add 30% to the money supply. We're going to add 30% to our balance sheet. What if it causes 30% inflation? 60% spread. What that means is, for all of us that have Carrot Bar's account, starting January 1st, 2013, if you'll just once a month dollar cost average in 1 gram, 2 grams, 10 grams, 100 grams, it doesn't matter how many, whatever units of currency you want to use, those units of currency will be 60% better off than all those people that blew you off, didn't look at the information, said they were going to go to your website but didn't. So when you called and follow up, they said thanks but no thanks. All those people, you're going to be 60% better off, possibly, than they are. So how to do that? Go to the website, get yourself enrolled, get yourself KYC approved, and get a package. Team up with someone that's going to do the same thing you did. Remember that girl at the bottom? Not Grandpa and Johnny at the top, but the girl and the 2 guys. Do that. Do what she did. Enroll 2. Show them how to get their VIPs, and do a gram a month. 3 a week. Well, she's got 2 right out of the gate. Boom, boom, 2 units of work. So does he. He's got 3. He's got a table, a room full. He's got a room full. Guys, this is how it's done. Your strategies, find 2. And here's what will happen. Again, you got a VIP package. You find 2 people that do the same thing. One on the left, head up your left team. One on the right to head up your right team. And you're done finding people. Then you're going to help them do the same thing. Find 2, their first month. So your first month, there's your earnings, a little over $1,100 US, and you're going to miss direct commissions your second month because you're not recruiting anybody for yourself. Now you can, and you'll make a lot more than this, but let's just stay with the plan here. You do 2, you help your 2 do 2. So there's 3 people looking for 2. And there's 3 people looking for 2 over here too. You find 2, now there's 4, then 8, then 16, then 32. Here's your earnings. That's 42 grams. And this is the mathematical minimum that can happen. This doesn't include any of the other ways we get paid, just cycle earnings only. Keep it up for a month. Look at your earnings. Just from cycles, 421 ounces of gold. 13,110. How many people did you get? 2. How many people did you enroll? 2. How many people did you enroll that actually did something? 2. They just did what you did. If you enroll 3, your earnings is 1.7 million instead of 1.3. But look, these are just cycle bonuses only. It doesn't include any of the other income. And what would happen if you did 3 instead of 2? Like I told you, 1.7 instead of the previous figure. Now, people may not be able to afford the VIP. I understand that. Let's go middle of the road, gold package. Look at the numbers with the gold. How many people do you enroll? You do 1 on your left team and 2 on your right. So you do 3. All gold, even you did a gold. Look at your earnings. Look at your earnings. Profits are better than wages. That's how people in the B and the I sectors believe. This is a fantastic play with Carrot Bars International. Create an account, and this will immediately take you from the E and the S quadrants into the B and the I. Or if you already are in the B and the I, it will give you a position that you didn't have before where you could leverage gold and inflation like you could not previously to this introduction. Remember, the income quadrant, people that are in the B and the I sector, you can actually even use this in your recruiting, guys. Just ask people, what do you do professionally? I usually always open with that line. So already, if they say I do this, I do that, you automatically know where they are. They may not know where they are, but you know where they are. So you can tactically direct them to where you want them to go. Okay? And with Carrot Bars International, guys, we are just getting started. Hardly anybody knows about this. We've got about 70,000 affiliates worldwide, probably about 30,000 here in the United States and Canada. We need help. We need more people. We need more affiliates. We need more accounts. We need more scouts to go out and help us find businesses. We need more people to go out and help others set up accounts. Our company is committed to your success. That is our presentation and training for today. I apologize for the length. Hopefully you all stayed with us. I broke one of my big rules today, and that's not keep people more than a half an hour for training, but hopefully you got something out of today's training.